As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Gales. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Catching up with the Gales head coach, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Bobcats offense will go to work first. Brad Jackson, last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Jackson gonna throw it. He's gonna take a shot right away. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The run inside. It's Jenkins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man in the middle. Turning it on. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And wings it incomplete.
And this defense, we know. Present a lot of challenges, and you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Grab behind the line. It's Evans. Oh, a lot of touchdown, Texas State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time. Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jenkins. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And the Bobcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Jenkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
That's caught. It's Sparks. Flying down the left side. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a little room there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Now the Gales with the 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Jackson will throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Oh, it's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on third down, and they're looking at fourth and plenty of work to do. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Got a man, it's strong. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Right back to it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Now the Gales are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a crease to the left.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Gales! For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Jackson gonna throw it. The sure hands, it's Sparks. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking to fire. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gales. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged out of the air. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. He's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Burgess. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Jenkins. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the left side. Makes it past the marker. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. He rifles one deep to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Those big tight ends, they got those big old paws, those big mitts, and you could tell he just threw one up in the air, snagged the football and pulled it in, made it look easy with those big hands.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now the Gales have it with a 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And now the nightmare of every offensive coordinator, 3rd and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. Caught! The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gales! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Sparks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Got his man down the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going.
Lost one deep down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Down, Texas State. He got it back corner of the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The run inside. It's Jenkins. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the number 10 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Mississippi State, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. 2 quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Catching up with the Gales head coach, they are so thrilled. They knew coming into this game that their wide receiver was a weapon, and he has been electric. In the first half. They said they are going to feed him early and often and keep that momentum going here to start the second. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Knocked off his feet.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is in the air. He's got it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Takes the handoff. It's Jenkins. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got him.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sparks. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They get to him as he throws.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Trying the left side. Got enough for the first. Turns it on down the left side. The 30. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gales.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pryor. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Jackson will throw. Steps away. He's going to run it. Moving past the 25. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hauls it in with one hand. Just a terrific effort to make the one-handed grab, but he couldn't get past the marker.
Well, how about how easy he made it look? Just sticks the mid up in the air. I know he didn't get the first down, but just no big deal. Just I've done this before, another day at the office.
Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Bobcats want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And that ball is live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. The 30. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gales.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season. Lining up for the PAT.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
95-96 sprint. 95-96 go.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Rattles it back. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. There he headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gales. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Lots of running room. And now after losing the fumble, there is an injured man on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. There's some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Now the Gales have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gales! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State takes the field hoping to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. And they got it.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Evans. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. Off and running. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside. Obviously, their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, down here on the home team sideline, this is so fun to watch these guys hype up their wide receiver. Every time they come off the field, there is yet another celebration. He has been an incredible downfield target, over 160 yards receiving, and he continues to eat. The quarterback keeps telling him, hey, you're my guy. I'm looking for you every play. They are feeding off of his energy here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tripped up for the tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They go right back to him.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get the...
Finding some room. Picks up the 1st down. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burgess. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Bobcats will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Rolling, throwing, looking right. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had...
He's got it down the left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of stick. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football. And they'll go on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready. 18-52, soldier. 18-52.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and
New talent incoming. The scouting report is in. Let's open your...